sports. It's in the game.
Wow, that's one of those plays that you call, and everything seems to happen exactly as it's scripted in the playbook.
Tonight,
years of Super Bowls have led us here. More history to be written tonight as we get underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Swift. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've comped it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Jackson now, flush to his right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Eluding the pressure right. Hurts fumbles it, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Ravens will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing is Hurts. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
After the interception, here's Jackson rolling to his right. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 37 yards. And the Ravens are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. saw the option to give to Swift here. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Hurts fumbles it, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take the blame themselves and figure out.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Zay Flowers, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Ravens are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. Tucker with the extra point, and it is 28-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big, this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Burt sets up to throw it. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Hurts. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And it's taken in at the 9. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 35. We've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60. Second quarter coming your way next. 28-0 is our score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. Touchdown. Zay Flowers with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Ravens continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes this 35-0 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Tucker with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. He'll drop to throw. That is caught. There he goes, right side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Once again, it's Swift. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll set up to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Zay Flowers and his offense about to begin their next drive, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
The quick feet by Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers. They go play action with Jackson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Brandon Cooks. 36 yards. And the Ravens are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Marcus Williams getting the sack from the secondary. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Hurts throw there taken in by Smith. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. But first down, Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Back to throw again. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As well. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Zay Flowers and the Raven offense back onto the field. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that a mid-game trade is going to happen, but good thought. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Play action. It's Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
They go play action now. Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Play action. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. The quick feet by Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 14 yards. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw here. Quick slant to Brown. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 19. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Josh Allen bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Up next, the biggest quarter of the entire season. At the end of that, we get to crown a champion. We are through 3 here in Super Bowl 60. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Quick slant here to Smith. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield. And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right? Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
And quickly, they get to the line. Throwing is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Jackson. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 49 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Jackson's throw taken in there by Cooks. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Brandon Cooks. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Ravens continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. 2nd down, here's Hurts. Steps away to his left. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Kyle Hamilton running up from his safety spot and earning the sack. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
This is taken at about the 14. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl. And now off to the races down the right side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And out now come the Eagles. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the 4th quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Complete. Smith has it. Now inside the 25. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest. But now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick them off for the 2nd time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly. But they're still out there hunting.
He's got a man. Complete. Now he's into the clear again. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now Tucker to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored.
Hurts fumbles it. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. That kind of puts the bow on what has been a complete performance, Charles. They're pitching a shutout on the other side in this offense. They've done their thing well, too. Yeah, this game has been all-out effort from them on every snap, and there's a good amount of pride on the line right now. They want to finish what they started. They want this shutout preserved. I know we can sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for two in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind. Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though. Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively? You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you or what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Second down and 3. Throwing is Hurts. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there, and gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough. It certainly can't, and also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make... Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense. You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long. Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And it's all over. Just one is left standing, and that one is the Baltimore Ravens, your Super Bowl champions. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports. I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.